Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium. The smoke machine is rolling, and the Miami Hurricanes making their customary grand entrance onto the field. Boston College about to kick it off and get this game started. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Miami's offense takes the field for the first time today. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball in quick passes. They're going to throw it deep, and they're going to take advantage of him every opportunity they can. They will feed him. They will feature him because he's just that good.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here. When you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So the Boston College Eagles offense will get the ball for the first time. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be cheating that way from his free safety position.
You're right, because as a quarterback, I just can't throw to my guy in the perimeter, right? I got to attack the middle of the field. One of the best safeties in the nation who likes to lay people out.
Yeah, roaming the middle of the field, reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's got an eye on that receiver out there, too, that's dynamic. So let's see what kind of day he can have.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Got it in the middle. It's Mueller. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
I don't know if that was a bust defensively, but there was nobody in the middle of the field that time, making it way too easy for the offense to pick up a chunk play in the middle.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Throws to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
The give on the inside. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Got the back over the middle. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Quarterback checking the play. He's going to pass. Trying to get to him. Lets it fly. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. Taking it the other way. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Canes! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
They'll go right back to the run. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Bringing it back. And the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 48-yard line.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
To the ground with the back.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Caught on the outside, it's Jordan. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play. And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd down.
Okay, ready?
Offense gets set for 2nd down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Off play action. He's got his man. Stumbled to the ground.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
He'll do it himself. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah,
He'll take a deep shot here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
doesn't.
Down.
A lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Jordan. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Trying to find his man on first down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Now the play fake. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. So now on comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
All wideouts, no backs. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Finds the tight end down the gut. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Trying to escape and get it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Open runway ahead. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Makes his connection. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Boston College now operates from the red zone. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yaks, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some 1st downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
They want to throw it. It's complete. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. First and goal now. Let's see what Boston College calls.
Easy. Razor, razor.
Quickly complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
Boston College.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The pitch to the left. Shows him the stiff arm. Gets away from one. He's got space. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. He's looking to throw it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. On second down, wants to throw it. Unloads it downfield. And he makes the catch inside the 25. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in South Florida than you? A captivating start to this one.
The Hurricanes will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half with those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. Slings it downfield. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Listen, I know DBs don't catch the ball real well, but to be a defensive back, it's one of the hardest positions in football. You got to stay with these big, fast wide receivers and then try to go track the football and make a play. Great job making a play for his team.
Quick pass on the jet motion. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys playing with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
On third down, going up top. Dances away from the heat. Trying to get rid of it. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Showing the arm strength down the left side.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Boston College will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. They'll run play action. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
And the Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
They'll run for it on third and short. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, third and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. After the run, now to throw. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware.
He unleashes a long one. Pulls it in inside the 10. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
As a defense, you don't want to give up big plays. You did there, but the good thing is you kept him out of the end zone. Now you got a chance to make a goal line stand, get some momentum back, get the ball back to your offense.
Boston College putting wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Man, let's not overcomplicate this. I love it. Put the QB under center. You know it's a QB sneak. Make the defensive line stop me. That hard to the goal line, it's hard to do. And the offense didn't try to get too cute. Really nice work getting the touchdown.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The last time we saw this this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
That's the end of the quarter, and Boston College has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Leaves it with the running back. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have...
Can anyone catch him? And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. On second down, he'll fire. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in a rhythm because this
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Canes line up to punt it away.
Number 13, on to punt it away.
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Fires to the big fella. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right spot.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. BC back to work after picking up the first down. Looking to move it through the air. Oh, he wants it all. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there, and he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it on the outside. It's Mueller. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Just going to keep it after the snap. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting? And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the 4th. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He's got the tight end.
So surprised. We have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Miami! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch. In those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here, you need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to give me a stop.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for a 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. To the ground to try to move the chains. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs managed. But the way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
They'll go to the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got to...
Going deep. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
They'll throw it on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Akbar. Makes the catch and he's brought down. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for 2? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
And they'll try to win it right here with the 2-point conversion, and this crowd is electric trying to stop them. Got his man quickly. He is in there. The 2-point conversion gives them the lead, and what lower intestinal fortitude to go for it there. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Now in the waning seconds, Jesse, you put yourself in position to pull this one out.
There's a chance this may come down to the kicker, guys. So which hash mark does he like to kick from the best? You got to play call this to give your guy the best chance to make his kick.
And how much confidence do I have in it? You know, what's his range? All those things come into account of how aggressive you want to be, maybe going towards the end zone versus a field goal.
They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Going up top on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. A little sports history, David. Upset is the only horse ever to defeat Man of War. And that's why we call games like this an upset.
I really had no clue that was a real thing. But I do know this is an upset. This team was unranked, beat a ranked team. But you went out and got your respect. You gained it now. Let's build on this throughout the season. One win, great win. Now let's go ahead and build some momentum in the future.
Reese, some might say you're not a one-trick pony with that reference. And obviously this was the team, the unranked team, that had the horses to get